Welcome back to Orange is the New Black, What You In For, featuring Nikki Nichols. Believe it or not, Nikki Nichols grew up with a silver spoon in her mouth. Her only issue was her mother wasn't there to feed it to her. She had a full-time nanny instead. We see a flashback of Nikki at about age 5 or 6, waiting to celebrate Mother's Day with her and her mother, except her mother had already made plans. She was so in a rush to get to brunch, drop Nikki off with the nanny, and go to the spa afterward that she didn't take the time to look at Nikki's homemade card. It's not clear on how exactly Nikki became an addict, but I'm assuming neglect had something to do with her decisions on trying rugs in the first place. Nikki began to relentlessly chase that high, and she got into all types of trouble in the pursuit. Whenever Nikki's mother didn't provide her with enough money for fulfillment, she would commit crimes in order to get said money. One day, she and her friends were so desperate to cop that Nikki came up with the idea of stealing a cab. Only she was so thirsty for the rugs that she didn't even remember the fact that she never learned how to drive. She crashed that cab right across the street from where she stole it into the back of a parked vehicle. Nikki and her friends went to jail for grand theft auto, but being that her mother was so wealthy and so guilty, she sprung her. She left her friends there to rot, and Nikki claimed, not even 10 minutes after being free, that she needed money to get her friends out. Her mother loaned her some cash. Nikki jumped out of the car and went to go cop like she had originally planned to. Rugs would be the death of Nikki. Literally, they killed her. She ended up having to get open heart surgery after she died from an overdose. But the staples up her chest just weren't enough to stop her. Nikki and her friends had planned one last heist before she wound up in prison. When she realized that they'd been running out of H for their little party, when she realized her and her other set of friends had been running out of H for their little party, she decided to rob some rich girl that she knew uptown. Nikki and her friends planned to rob this lady for some rare books, but unfortunately they got caught. Not only was Nikki facing charges for robbery, but she'd also had H stashed on her person. After skating by for so long, Nikki was finally forced to face the consequences for her rug seeking. Her mother's lawyer could only help by getting a plea deal for her of 10 years in prison.